Peace and blessings, collective. Welcome in. I was sitting in meditation right before I came to film, and the message that kept coming to me was, "You've taken the leap, here's the net." And the fact that it's coming through that way kind of lets me know it's like the energy is that the net that you're landing in, like the thing that is meant to catch you, you may also be resisting. Like that's the way it feels. It's like you took the leap waiting for the net to appear, and the net is appearing before you, but there is still some level of resistance because it may not look exactly as you anticipated. And it may not, there's even this added layer though of when you take the leap, it's a trust fall. And in order to make it to the net, you have to continue to trust as you're falling, but you're still in free fall before you land. And knowing that the net is there and all those things, like that may give you some level of peace of mind before you leap. But when you're in the midst of that free fall, there's going to be discomfort and confusion and uncertainty and wondering, did I make the right choice? Is the net really there? Is the net going to catch me? Can the net support me? These questions are all valid, and allow yourself to, explore where these questions come from and where these feelings take you. But know that this net has been there for you the whole time, and it is more than strong enough, because this is a net that has been woven with the fabric of the quantum reality that you exist within. You know that you are more than just this human having this human experience. 144 on the time as I'm saying this. You follow the call of your inner voice, your higher self. You're trusting that the confirmations that you are receiving and the breadcrumbs that you are receiving are leading you to the reality that you desire to experience. But there's still, because we are human, there's still going to be that level of apprehension, the level of, is this too good to be true? Am I doing the right thing? Is this safe? And when the ego asks that 222 on the time as I'm saying that, safe to the ego just means something it's experienced before, but you've taken the leap. You're no longer suppressing. And that can be scary for the ego as well, because the ego may have prided itself on being viewed this particular way, or being known as this particular type of person. But as you continue to express these soul deep knowings, these soul deep revelations, these shadow aspects of self, they may change people's perceptions of you, or more so, or that matters even more so, your own perception of yourself. But there's this level of friendliness, and this is giving me the energy of making friends with the monsters, like, the things that go bump in the night, the things that happen in the darkness, this no-thingness, this energy keeps coming out. It's like being comfortable being in the void, making friends with the void, making friends with the liminal space between the leap and the landing. And then we have the burden and morality. Sometimes, because I don't want to say that morality is subjective, but it can be, because morals, especially like if you take like certain religions and things, for instance, like different religions have different moral standings, different like principles that they stand on. So like your moral compass is personal to you. And you cannot burden yourself by trying to operate by someone else's moral compass. If you are in situations or in connections where people are trying to get you to be something that you aren't, or show up in a way that is incongruent to your truth, this is your time to really, be comfortable being in the void, because a lot of times that void is also when you stand up for yourself, that moment in between speaking up for yourself and that person responding. There's a void there too. There's a leap there too. But you have to trust that you are making the decision that is best for yourself, and not from a perspective of selfishness, but from a perspective of, I need to be the best version of me so that I can show up as the best version of me for others in the world. 444 all the times I'm saying that. And we have Earth with light of humanity. And this card is associated with the world in the tarot. But material manifestations, human experience, lessons, duality, nature, stability, comfort, safety, purpose, mission, lower chakras, Gaia, and then the shadow. Some of the shadows are lack, fear, and then this could also be associated with past life. So it's that fear of being uncertain, but that's all we have is really I mean, that you have your inner intuitive knowing, but that uncertainty leaves room for creation. That's where that is the void is where things that don't currently exist are created. That's where you receive the downloads, the ideas, the epiphanies that are meant to be brought into the world by you. But you have to allow yourself to get comfortable in the void to receive what the void has to offer, which is literally everything. Everything comes forth through the void. And what you focus on is what you manifest. And we have the Raven, which is associated with okay. So Saint Germain and the Violet Flame are very significant. Both of these cards are associated with Saint Germain. But we have the Raven, which says seeing through illusions, energy awareness, alchemical gifts, powerful transmuter, fearless, the seer, truth seeker, the very spiritual one. You're tapped in, like you are tuned in to a point that, like, your connection to the higher realms, to the unseen, to the other side, to what's beyond the veil, which really there isn't even a veil left. Like at this point, the veil just doesn't exist. But the human ego still needs that physical proof, and a lot of what is coming in for you is still existing in the quantum. It has not yet fully grounded, and that's that leap and like the here's the net type energy. Like the net is here, you just have not landed. It hasn't grounded yet, but it's there. Like there is nothing to fear. Violet Flame, Archangel Zadkiel, and Master Saint Germain. Transmute that damn energy. Literally, that's what this card says. Transmute that damn energy. Sacred fire, transmutation, alchemy, spiritual acceleration, healing, freedom, karmic release, compassion, forgiveness. Forgiveness of others, forgiveness of self. We have bottom of the deck, 12th house with sacrifice and surrender associated with the moon and the hanged man in tarot. Going deeper or getting lost. Shadow self, karma, suffering, escapism, isolation, hidden truths, secrets, fears, hidden enemies, retreat, or enlightenment. And that's giving me like hermit energy as well, even though I know that card was only associated with the hangman and the moon. But there is a lot of subconscious material being brought to the surface in order to be transmuted. Literally transmute that damn energy. Do not allow these past experiences, which realistically no longer exist. Like the past does not exist. All you have is now. But being able to see the lessons that are being shown to you through those past life experiences. The Fool and the Six of Pentacles, literally taking the leap, and here's the net. This is the card of literally generosity, like people or like unexpected blessings, things showing up. Like you are literally being divinely guided and protected at this time. And it's just, you need to trust your intuition, trust your heart, trust the things that bring you peace, even if you don't quite understand why. Look, and here's so we have the Lovers, the Hangman, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's an internal union. Like there are parts of yourself, like you may have been compartmentalized, and some of the things that are coming to the surface may be healing of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within, so that you can operate from a place of wholeness. And even with this Lover's card, operating from that place of wholeness so that you can show up in partnership as a whole partner within the union, not someone seeking to be fulfilled by that union. And I'm noticing we have 6 and 12, which is like, it's like doubled energy. It's like you're seeing connection and love from a new perspective, and the love of self even from a new perspective, but also maintaining that fiery individuality, being your own person, not allowing yourself to become engulfed by the desires of the people in your life, in your surroundings, or like even just that societal expectations, not allowing yourself to be taken over by these things. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is a self-fulfillment. And that self-fulfillment might come with partnership, but it's also going to come with decisions that need to be made within that partnership. Like, you have to choose how you want to show up, how you want to be perceived, how you want to operate as a unit, if it is, and even if it's not romantic partnership, even in a business partnership, in any sort of collaboration, you need to set the standard for how you want to be treated, how you want to show up, so that the other person, or that mirrored reflection, no, 1111 on the time as I'm saying that, literally the mirrored reflection can know what to reflect, because you're going to be reflected to regardless. Like, you are going to see your reflection regardless, but that what you see in that reflection is determined by the way you show up. And if you allow yourself to like disintegrate into the background of whatever connection, partnership, collaboration, then that's the reflection you're going to see. You're going to see a diminished sense of self. But if you show up in this Nine of Cups, self-fulfilled energy, having that divine masculine, divine feminine balance, and being able to counter each other, because if this is a partnership, then there's going to be times where one needs to pick up the slack of the other, but having that balance allows for that to happen naturally without it being a struggle or feeling like you're expecting someone to do something that they aren't capable of doing. But it's not even that they aren't capable. It's just you've never seen them exhibit it, because they changed, or they lost themselves, or they disappeared into the connection. Like, they allowed themselves to be engulfed by like the 3D circumstances, because that the remembrance of who you are goes beyond remembering who you are as a human. Like, once you bring other beings, other people into your reality, it is of the utmost importance for you to maintain your divine connection, because they can't maintain it for you. Karmic justice. Yeah, like this, you staying in touch with rebirth. So being rebirthed out of karmic justice, because that's a message that has come out on this channel, and even just existing from a fifth dimensional perspective in the 5D and beyond, there is no karma, because there is no ill intent. There are no affronts. Like, no one is doing anything intentionally to harm anyone. That's not to say no one will ever be hurt, but no one is like seeking revenge or retribution or whatever. Like, the scales are always in balance. And once you are so tapped in, tuned in with the truth of you, and you know that you're making the God choice, you're making the choice that your higher self would make, because you are embodying your higher self, then that allows you to show up differently. It allows you to show up in your fullness without fear, because you know what your intentions are. You know your intentions are pure. You know your intentions are to love. I just flipped over. Cut ties. Yeah, cutting ties to those the karmic past, like any of those old stories that you're holding on to, that, you know, they did this to me, they've done that to me, I'm the victim of this happened to me, they need to be whatever it is, like whatever the words are, whatever the storyline is, cut ties to those things. Those things no longer exist. And carrying them with you it's adding weight. And in the context of this leap, the more weight you're carrying, the more likely you're going to doubt Source's ability to catch you. Finding love on the bottom of the deck. Finding the love of self. And in that love of self, you find the love of community. Let's see. Any additional themes? This is the Sign of the Times Oracle. And then, yeah, definitely. This is balance. Excuse me. And that's that balance of that divine masculine and divine feminine. Literally that yin and yang energy. There is masculine in the feminine and feminine in the masculine. There is a balance. And we have more metamorphosis, which goes along with that rebirth energy. You are not the same person you once were, and you never will be again. And the fact, literally, 44 is very significant because we have 22 and 4. So 44, or just the number 4 period, is exceptionally significant. Bottom of the deck, chance with dice. Yeah, literally taking the leap, rolling the dice. Like you are on the precipice of something inexplicable. Like there really aren't words to put to it, and that might be a very isolating experience because you're still in community, you're still human, you're still around people that want to talk to you about what you have going on in your life. But if you don't have the words, don't force yourself to find them. Do not force yourself to say things that you don't know, like that don't align. I'm getting a notification that my mic battery is low. That feels literally, that's like draining. Trying to force words where you don't have them is literally draining your battery. Like allow I don't know to be an acceptable response. And if someone else can't handle it, that's their problem. Like if you don't know, you don't know. We have and just as the 8-8 portal has closed with Sirius shining down on us, we have Sirius star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. And bottom of the deck, Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. Literally be seen. If you have the call to post on social media, if you're creating art, whatever it is, do it. Like don't doubt yourself, don't question yourself. Do not have no fear. Like have no fear. I am tapping. So this is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. These cards are massive and very difficult for me to shuffle the way I typically do. So I'm going to do it a little different and just kind of let myself pick one intuitively here. Let's see. We have Grizzly Bear with power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Okay, I'm going to get one final message from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck. Preferably one card, please. And then I'm going to love and leave y'all here. I'm going to read Grizzly Bear, power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed immediately. Number 18, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. Bottom of the deck, it's time to play. Number 17. This is 17 and 18. Literally, there's a progression happening here. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. There's that message of balance again. Balance, balancing the physical and the non-physical, but acknowledging that you are more non-physical than you are physical. And trust that the net that source has woven to catch you is full of every miracle, every blessing, every good and wonderful thing that has been promised to you that you see for yourself, but you just can't give up. On that note, I am going to love and leave y'all here. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Service links are in the description, or if you are interested in booking a personal reading, there is also a tip jar link there as well. Tips are welcome and appreciated, but not required. Whatever you give, may it be returned to you tenfold. I am wishing you an abundant ascension, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.